will stand in hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
And that's why he's in the middle of the order. It happens.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride.
Right down the line the other way. Wow!
So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 9 on the year, as it's now a 4-1 ball game.
Well, this is a fastball on the outside third of the plate. Look at him just reach those arms out and really drive this thing the other way. It didn't stay fair by much, but if you can steer him near the poles, you don't have to hit him for it.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the 1 run allowed, but anytime you can give your bullpen a day off, it does nothing but help your club in the long run.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Chiefs win this thing 5-1. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team.
The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the Pawtucket Red Sox. Major League Baseball on the show is next. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
You know, they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 hole right now. He is such a clutch hitter for this ball club. His average with runners in scoring position is...
Anthony Rogers will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Eric, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
And, you know, normally in a case like this, you don't point the fingers in one spot. And this is no exception. It's been a...
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Luis Carrasco will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first on his way to second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Boy, and you can bet you've got one ticked off dude out there on the mound right now. He thought he had strike 3 on the pitch prior to this one. Now all of a sudden, he's got a guy out there standing on second base, and that completely changes the complexion of this whole inning.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. To short, hit hard. Rogers. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Anthony Rogers is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Tyler Moore will dig in. He singled his first time around. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Runner goes for third. Hit the other way out toward right field. Ridgway is there, one away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Stepping in, Cal Clifton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Up the middle and off his leg. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
Oh, nice recovery, though. And remember here, on a ball that's out of play, the rule states that a runner gets the base he was running to plus one more. So that's going to allow him to come all the way.
Anthony Rogers will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. First pitch on its way. Line towards center field. Lamar is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. The Chiefs lead it 2-0. Anthony Rogers will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lined hard toward right center, and that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Tyler Moore ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
In tight as this pitch misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. Now, this is exactly how big innings get started, so they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Digging in to try it again, Cal Clifton. He singled his last time up. A little tapper. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here.
Now batting, third baseman, Gil Valdez.
Gil Valdez gets a great opportunity to drive in some runs and add to this lead, but the double play is in order.
Yeah, definitely trying to pitch for the ground ball right here, and as a hitter, you've just got to look for some.
Oh, what a play at second. He's up with it. The throw to second for 1.
Oh, man, I'm going to give him a 9.5 on that play. He'd probably get a 10 if they could have turned 2 there, but I'll tell you, just getting the force at second was good enough for me.
Robbie Ridgway will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yep, and one last double play here to end it, and that puts the capper on a good win for these guys, and they really played well.
key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Chiefs win this thing 3-0. So long, everybody.
Victorious home team. 3 runs on 10 hits. 1 error. They left 14 men on base. For the Paw Sox, no runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
And we're back. I'm Matt Vasgersian, bringing you closer to AAA baseball than the International League with today's Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Anthony Rogers is in the glow as he's on a serious hot streak right now. You can see his numbers over the last month, and he was arguably one of the most impressive minor league prospects in all of baseball.
No doubt about it, Matt. And, you know, he's not really considered to be one of the organization's top prospects, so that makes his recent performance even more impressive and even more intriguing. I think this organization thinks he can turn out to be a productive big leaguer someday, and it's looking more and more like that's a very real possibility. It's important, though, of course, to keep in mind that this is a relatively small sample size. But if this continues, I would bet he'll start to be seen as one of the more prized prospects in this organization system, if not all of the minor leagues.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Pawtucket Red Sox and the Syracuse Chiefs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I think you better look out for that cleanup hitter. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
Juan Cabrera is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. He has not been good this year. Got to throw a lot better, and hopefully he can start doing that in this one.
Chris Dominguez will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus on the next game.
Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And the runner is in to score from third on what was not a good throw at all.
Guys, I think it's fair to say that out of any position on the field, it's the shortstop out there that loves to show off his arm the most. And this throw totally takes off on him and goes right over his first baseman's head. I guess if you're going to make an error, you might as well let everybody know about it.
Anthony Rogers gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. high in the air out to center field. Lamar moves over. And that's the third out. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. Pawtucket's out in front, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rogers, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Hit hard up the middle, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Tyler Moore is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, a big hole on the right side of the infield. You see it there. With the first baseman holding, the second baseman at double play depth, there's a lot of real estate out there, and he just bounces it right through the opening.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Taken for strike 3, the throw. Not in time. And how about that for daring? It's a 2-out double steal.
Well, trying to play a little aggressively there. They decide to start the runners on 3 and 2, hoping to stay out of the double play, but instead they nearly run themselves into one as he strikes out. But fortunately.
So stepping in, Matt Dendecker, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the 0-1 to third. To his left, Ibar. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Juan Ibar will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Chopped weakly to the left. Rogers. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
Peter Witt makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. To short. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Both of these guys at the top of the lineup can put a lot of pressure on the defense because of that speed. And here he beats this one out, and that's going to be ruled an
Anthony Rogers will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Sent on the ground out to second.
First baseman, number 12.
Anthony Rogers will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Lamar giving chase. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And they are on the board with the sac fly as this is now a 2-1 game.
Yeah, they had to scratch and claw to get it done, but this sac fly finally gets them on the board. Hey, the way things are going, they'll take it.
Brennan Bosch stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Softly hit to short. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Starting pitching so obviously important to a team's success, and a great performance given here in this one by the fella you see on your screen. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. He gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 outs. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Paw Sox win it 2-1. So long, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Antonio Feliz will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
And you know what, guys? He's got the 3rd best batting average on the club.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, you'll get another look at this. This ball's hit sharply, so it gets on him pretty quickly. He's able to knock it down, but they weren't going to have a play after that. That should go down as an infield single.
Anthony Rogers will stride in now. He drove in his guy's lone run of the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, and he's
No
really
ball,
getting the
2 strikes.
better of him now. It's strike 2. EK, our visitors here as they take the field tonight following a scoreless top half. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, and they were home for just a short time before heading right back out on the road again. So it's been a lot of packing and unpacking recently. That's the life of a big league ball player.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now. And it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Now to the plate, Tyler Moore, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Lined hard toward right center, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's coming off a month in which he hit over 400. He hasn't shown any signs of slowing down, so we'll see if he can continue to ride that momentum and keep up that pace as we turn the page on the calendar.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Smoked on the ground left side. Throw goes over to third. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Chiefs lead it 1-0.
Leading off the 4th inning,
Anthony Rogers is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Liner toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Michael Lorenz will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Drilled on the ground to short. Rogers. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
The batter, catcher.
Anthony Rogers digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at him with hard stuff.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. The relay throw, and he is out at third. So credit him with a double and an RBI here.
Well, once his ball got out there, you figured it was a sure double, but he decided to risk it and try for 3. It was a pretty big gamble to take when you're already in scoring position.
John Hicks comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Oh, a diving stop. He's up with it. The throw. He beat it out.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Exceptional effort out there, but that base hit puts the potential tying run at first. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Max Kepler. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Syracuse is out in front, 2-1. Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Rogers, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, he's got great numbers right here. Hitting over 350 against righties where he just rakes.
Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. We've played 8 full. The Chiefs lead it 2-1. Bobby Casilla steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hit hard, gets dirty and gloves it. He gathers the throw, and a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Yeah, he nearly bailed him out here at first base. Let's check the scoop on show motion. He looks to be in good position to dig this ball out, but he just doesn't want to stay in the pocket. Close, but not quite. I know how he feels.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Chiefs win this thing 2-1. Good night, everybody.
6 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Red Wings, 1 run, 11 hits. No errors. They left 21 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
International League action just a few moments away, but as final preparations are being made, let's get a look at tonight's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Anthony Rogers will be our subject. And Eric, he's coming into this one with hits in each of his last 10 games. What do you think is contributing to his recent success, and what do you think about his chances of extending that streak in this one?
Well, Matt, to me it really comes down to his approach. I think he's really been focused on seeing the ball deep into the strike zone instead of lunging out for it. When hitters wait for the ball, they tend to use the whole field, and that almost always returns good results. If he continues to use that approach, I definitely like his chances of extending the streak in this game.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week. Anthony Rogers will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's
Ball
not
one, no
close.
strike.
It's in the dirt for ball 1. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
And to make matters worse, they've got to square off against one of the best pitchers in the game, so it's not going to be easy to turn things around here.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Kenny's Vargas in now, popped out in his first trip. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of. Bobby Casilla is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Hit to short. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
Leo Ortega is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And this is a big-time strikeout situation right here, so they're going to be shooting for the same result, no doubt about it.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
And with 1 away, they were hoping to get the double play up the middle to get him out of this. But they wind up only getting 1 on the play as that run comes home to score on the fielder's choice.
Now batting.
Anthony Rogers digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Liner towards second and into the outfield.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row, and now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Tyler Moore comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. A runner on first with 2 away. Right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. Rochester leads it 2-0. Terrence Hamilton will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Hit on the ground to short. Rogers takes. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Anthony Rogers stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Bourbon is camped under this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We're through 6 full. The Red Wings lead it 2-1. At the plate, Terrence Hamilton. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Oh, but a super diving catch takes away a hit.
Boy, late on in a close game, that's where a pitcher really needs to be able to rely on his defense. And they bail him out here because that ball was a rocket shot. And that's just a super play out there to lay himself out and take.
Anthony Rogers digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Casilla is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. But the tying run has come across here as we're set up for an exciting finish. 9th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, Matty, sounds good to me. They needed him to come out and give some support when he was called on, and he gave them a very good outing out of the bullpen. Enough to make him our Player of the Game.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Chiefs win this thing. Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Rochester Red Wings and the Syracuse Chiefs. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, I'll be keeping an eye on what that leadoff hitter can do in this one. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game. So
Kenny Vargas will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Up. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Anthony Rogers gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ran it in on the fist. 0-1. Eric, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
And, you know, normally in a case like this, you don't point the fingers in one spot. And this is no exception. It's been a team-wide struggle this last week or so, and they might not be through the worst of it yet.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Foss giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Batting fourth.
Boy, when you stroll to the plate with an 11-game hitting streak and then you bang out another base hit and take it to 12, you got a little swagger about you.
Tyler Moore, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. 2 out here and a runner at second. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Foss on the move, and that retires the side. Jarrett Foss into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded to short. Rogers. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Coming to the plate now, Anthony Rogers, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Well, here we are. It's the second month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. He's got himself another multi-hit ball game here.
Tyler Moore is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a fly out.
Well, a fly ball again here this time would be just what the doc, because a sac fly here would give him the lead.
No, he's
and
safe.
A dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
He's running towards second. swing and a missed strike three. The throw, and no throw as he'll just hang on to it. So he can't make contact there on strike three, but meanwhile the runner on first takes second here with 2 men away. In now, Matt den Dekker. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score too.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hamilton is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Anthony Rogers digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Anthony Rogers.
First pitch of the at-bat. Right there for strike one.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
No balls, 2 strikes.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
So stepping in, Tyler Moore, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Sinking liner toward left, and that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. He'll come home with it, and the tag too late as he's across to tie things at 1.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. And he's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Cal Clifton will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now.
Matt den Dekker will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. 1 there. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Well, you know, nothing kills a rally quite like a double play ball. But this is a double whammy. You've got a double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. They do get 1 run here, but it comes at a pretty hefty price.
Kenny Dean ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. The 1-2 pitch. Hit to short. Rogers scoop. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Sean.
Stepping in, Anthony Rogers. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Quick check on that time run at first. And the runner will get back standing.
Simple throw over there.
And again a throw.
He's good.
Runner back safely. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
1-0 pitch on the way. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. Reined in. Sure out. Digging in to try it again, John Hicks. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting. It's going to happen sometimes.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave one. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. Rochester leads it 5-2. Anthony Rogers makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about...
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
Welcome to those of you just joining us. We're in the 6th inning, nobody out. Josh Harrison will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Lester into his motion. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three and one now.
And when you need a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk's not on the agenda. You better bear down right here.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th. Andrew McCutchen steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. A dive, but he's back.
Just checking.
Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Boy, this is exactly where you want to live if you're a pitcher. I mean, just about any pitch breakdown chart you can find will show that hitters have trouble with pitches on the outside corner down at the knees. That's tough.
Stepping in now, Jung Ho Kang. Pitch swung out and missed the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Now batting, catcher.
Francisco Cervelli stands into the box. He's 0-for-2 so far in this one. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
No strike.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Hayward has a play, and that retires the side. Pirates leave 1. They lead it 2-1. Jorge Soler will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the sixth.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And right back at it is Liriano as he gets ahead on the first pitch of the inning here, 0-1. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. That evens it up 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. McCutchen on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, catcher
Kyle Schwarber will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far. Boy, and good pop to the fastball there from Liriano. Strike 1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Drives it to deep right field. Back goes Polanco. He's not going to get to this one as it's off the wall, and this may put the tying run in scoring position. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
So striding in, Addison Russell, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now I might anticipate
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. John Jaso will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. And neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Hit hard back up the middle. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him. But he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
Here's Jordy Mercer now, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
He's really off to a tough start in this series. Remember, he had the hat trick in Game 1 yesterday, and now he's got another strikeout here. Sometimes when you get in a rut like this, they're not always easy to climb out of.
Here's Gregory Polanco as Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Javier Baez is into the on-deck circle now as he'll pinch hit for the pitcher Lester.
Javier Baez.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Marte is under it. 1 out.
The right fielder, number 22.
Jason Hayward ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Mercer charging this one, and they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
Yeah, give him 3 hits now for the ball game. This one's probably the weakest of the bunch, but I doubt he'll be complaining. I know I wouldn't be.
Jared Hughes will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Pedro Florimon will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Pedro Florimon.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Dexter Fowler. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
All right, now just playing a little station-to-station baseball, and nothing wrong with that at this point in the ballgame, especially because now you get that possible tying run into scoring position at second base, still just 1 out, and meanwhile, you also get the potential go-ahead run on base as well.
Anthony Rizzo will be the batter. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, having a pretty nice one with the bat. Multi-hit games are always nice to come by.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Even though this is still just a 1-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
Here comes the 1-0. Oh, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, If he mixes his...
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field. And this is going to clear the wall. A home run. So a 3-run shot to left center. Second home run early in the year. And it gives the Cubs a 4-2 lead.
Well, when you give up a clutch homer like that this late in the game that gives the other team a lead, you know you're kicking yourself a little bit. And how are you going to refocus now and get back into this game?
Guido Knudsen is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Chris Bryant will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. McCutchen is after it. 2 down.
Now batting,
Jorge Soler will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Line drive to center field. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one.
Oh, that is such a good pitch. First pitch changeup. When you know a guy's a first pitch fastball guy, just use his aggressiveness against him.
And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And this will get by him at third down the line. It's a fair ball. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
up next for the Cubs, catcher, Kyle Schwarber.
Well, here you go. Let's check this out in show motion. Well, look at him pick up that front leg, bring it down to get set, and then bang! Right down the left field line. That's a great look there.
Kyle Schwarber will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch to the right side, and that's going to get through. It's a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Addison Russell comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 men gone.
Well, these are those situations that kids go through in the backyard. Bases juiced, 2 outs. He needs to stay within himself and just focus on making good contact.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Polanco on the run. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Cubbies are in front 4-2. Travis Wood is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Pedro Florimon will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Leading off for Pittsburgh, shortstop, Pedro Florimon.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
To 2-2 now. Wood into the windup. 2-2 on its way home. Still 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Backhanded. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Left fielder, Starling Marte.
Starling Marte gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now, as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Well, that's where that cutter's most effective. Right in on the hands.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy up, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Josh Harrison stands in, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, he's done a great job of getting 2 quick outs here, but the key now is to finish off this inning. Don't let these middle of the order guys get a rally going.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Up high. 2-1 now. In there, and it's even now. 2-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Hit in the air out to right. Hayward giving chase. He gets there, but he missed it. Around first, heading for second now.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what the issue on this play was. He doesn't have too far to go to get this thing, and it looked like the ball was right in his sights the entire way, but it just didn't want to stick in his glove. Maybe he should take the trampoline out of his glove.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Fastball runs off the outside. It's 1-1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Hit on the ground to short. Russell has it. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. One left for Pittsburgh, still down by a count of 4-2. Neftali Feliz will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Neftali Feliz.
Miguel Montero is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the eighth as they look for some insurance. Ground ball right side. Played on the backhand. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The right fielder, number 22, Jason Heyward.
Into the box now, Jason Heyward. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. The 0-2 home. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs, but they still lead this one 4-2. Neil Ramirez will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the ninth.
Neil Ramirez.
Leading off the inning, Jung Ho Kang, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Pause and the 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Francisco Cervelli will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
John Jaso makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Hector Rondon is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
56, Hector Rondon.
John Jaso gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Jason.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
That's a 2-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? 41,118 on their feet here at Wrigley. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
And a good job here to come in and finish this one off. And in doing so, he's going to pick up his first save of the year.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Jon Lester. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 out. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set. Anthony Rogers will stride in. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he came through with 3 hits in the losing effort.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. EK, you take a look at our homestanding 9 as they enter play here this evening. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And the win last time out was nice, but still, this is a team that's had trouble scoring runs lately and really hasn't pitched the ball all that effectively either. But at least now, they've got something to build on.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. High and deep to straightaway right. Lake ranging back, still going back. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's coming off a month in which he hit over 400. He hasn't shown any signs of slowing down, so we'll see if he can continue to ride that momentum and keep up that pace as we turn the page on the calendar.
Pedro Silva will stand in now. He homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Chiefs lead it 2-0.
Now batting,
Anthony Rogers is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 12.
Michael Coleman walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. He's got it. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Oh, this is a bad error right here. He tries to square himself up to second base to get this double play started, but I don't know if his cleats got stuck or what, but this is not a very good throw.
Striding into the box, Carlo Lopez. He flew out in his last at-bat. On the ground is short. This could be 2. And that's through for a hit. Throw into third. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Ezekiel Carrera will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Right back up the middle.
Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So they score 4 times on just 3 base hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Anthony Rogers will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
In there, strike 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2.
Well, broken bat, little looper down to third. Keeping your focus on the baseball is the thing you have to do here, which is easier said than done when you've got a flying projectile heading your way. But he takes this one in, no problem.
First pitch on its way. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And that'll move the runner up to second as it takes away the double play possibility. Now a swing and a fly ball. Coleman sprinting after it, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Garcia is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Billy Belanger will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been hit.
Oh, what a dive. He's up with it. The throw. Not in time.
Oh, love the effort, though.
Remarkable play just to stop that ball, but it's going to go into the books as a hit, and the leadoff man is aboard. Well, runs at something of a premium here in this matchup, so it doesn't make it quite as hard to find our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4. Anthony Rogers gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. It's sharply toward third, right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Michael Coleman will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. Pedro Alvarado will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. We've played an inning, still 0-0. David Garcia gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Here's the 1-1 to short. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Anthony Rogers stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Garcia is there for it. 1 away.
Now batting.
Anthony Rogers will step forward now. Lined out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
He's made good contact in his first 2 at-bats, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in.
Simple throw over there.
First delivery to him on the way. A pitch out, the throw, and they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. Syracuse is out in front, 2-0. David Garcia will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
Back to him, and that's off his leg. And on the error, a run is going to score.
Well, this was going to be a tough play. You can see him make the off-balance throw, but it is so hard to lock in on a target when you're not set, and he throws this one away.
So stepping in, number 16, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-2 ball game. Pedro Alvarado digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. 2 down, runners at first and second. Grounded to short. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as this side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a couple of men left. 5 innings complete, and we are tied 2-2.
Leading off with
Anthony Rogers makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The batter, first baseman, Tyler.
Cal Clifton will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. In there at the knees, strike one.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Billy Belanger will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and they get them both.
Well, it was a promising start to the inning. You get the leadoff man on in the tie ball game, but all that optimism comes crashing down here on the double play.
Anthony Rogers will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of them.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Coming in to score easily is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Now batting.
With that base hit, he drives in the go-ahead run, and he is excited, and he's got every right to be.
Tyler Moore strides in, grounded out his last time through. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Now a swing, but not much behind it as this is lifted into shallow center. Carrera is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Chiefs lead it 3-2. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player, man who shut the door out of the pen.
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Chiefs win this thing 3-2. Good night, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes.
Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the Syracuse Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. At the plate, Anthony Rogers, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. EK, as we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And things haven't gone all that smoothly for them here on this homestand. They've won just twice in 5 games. So they're going to be looking to get a little offense going to take some of the pressure off of this pitching staff.
Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. 3-2, 1 out. You got him running at first.
First inning? Yeah, why not?
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be troubled. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, he just made a mistake right there. This pitch up in the zone. He's got to get this ball down and try to get the double play ball. Instead, he leaves the pitch up, and that's going to wind up scoring that runner all the way from first base.
Tyler Moore will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
Well, he didn't have a very good month last month at the plate. It wasn't terrible, but he did see that average take a decent hit.
And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Just a little parachute shot out there into right field, but, you know, it's going to work for him as you see it get down out there, and that's going to drive in a run.
Anthony Rogers will stand in to lead off the second. And what will they do for an encore after the first inning they put together?
Well, you know, Matt, they might not have to do anything at all. That's how good the first inning was.
Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
And when things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the breaks just keep going their way.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Siciliani ranging back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they've widened this lead to 8 now. At the plate, Ryan Goins. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. Daryl Siciliani will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. David Garcia in now, hopped out in his first trip. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. The throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rogers, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
The first baseman, number 12, Tyler.
Ryan Goins gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Scooped up. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon. Anthony Rogers makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
He's working into his 5th inning out of the bullpen, so he's likely well beyond what was expected of him.
Bounce to first. Katz scoops it up, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
First baseman, number 12, Tyler Moore.
Digging in to try it again, Anthony Rogers, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Rogers.
Runners on the move for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. And we are tied 11-11. Anthony Rogers comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Carrera's there. He's got it 1 away. Anthony Rogers steps in looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game.
Well, anytime you can put together a 3-hit game, you're doing something right out there. And we'll see if he can pull it off.
Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. He's running towards second on the ground to the right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are tied 11-11. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
Time of the ball game.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Bisons win this one 12-11. So long, everybody.